Hello, this is Kevin Scanlon with All City Real Estate. I want to let you know about a situation that happened this weekend with one of my agents. She was holding an open house for another All City agent who was the listing agent. In other words, the agent holding the open house did not have the house listed. And the open house was packed with people. Two of those sets of buyers actually were very interested in that property and were interested in perhaps making an offer. Neither of those buyers, neither of those open house guests were represented by a licensed Texas real estate agent. So they both loved my agent who was holding the house open and both want to work with her to write up an offer for that subject property. And she called me after the open house and she said, "What should I do?" I said, "Well, the one thing you cannot do is write up an offer for that house for both of those buyer clients. Have you signed a buyer's rep agreement with either one of them? No. Have you gotten any indication that one of them was more serious perhaps than the other, or maybe better qualified? Yes." Well, tell me about that. She said that one of the buyers wanted to write the offer that night, and it was all cash with a quick close. What about the other folks? They wanted to sleep on it. They were very interested, but they probably weren't going to be writing an offer until the next day or maybe thereafter. I said, "Well, here's what you need to do. You need to make it clear to both parties that you met another couple who was interested, but that you can only represent one of them. You are going to be the fiduciary for that client, and by rule, you cannot be the fiduciary for that particular property for anyone else. That would be a betrayal of your fiduciary duty." So she chose to work with the all cash people who wanted to write the offer up that night. And she said, "Well, what do I do with the other folks?" I said, "There's a number of different things that you can do. Number one, you can, when you explain the situation, tell them that you have a colleague who you would love to refer them to, who, if they want to write that offer up, this person would be happy to represent them. And then you can collect a referral fee from that agent for that. You could also make it clear in the referral language with that other agent that that referral is for that property only, and if they choose not to write the offer up, or they choose to write it up and they are not the buyers who end up purchasing the property, that you're going to be their agent for any other property." In other words, it's a one-time referral agreement for that property for those clients only. But the crux of the issue here is that if you run into a situation where you represent two buyer clients who want to make an offer on the same property, you absolutely cannot do that, because there could be circumstances and things that you learn from one of the clients that could harm the other client or benefit the other client. And then you would be in breach of your fiduciary duty to the original clients, or it could be the other way around. So if you have questions about that, call your broker, or you can always feel free to reach out to me. I also want to remind you that on September 1st, the new Texas Association of Realtors seller's disclosure became mandatory for any property that went under contract after September 1st. So if you went under contract prior to September 1st and you were not using the new TAR seller's disclosure, which actually became available in August, you're okay. Do you have to get that updated to the new one? No, you don't. If it was me, knowing my OCD nature, I probably would. But you don't have to do it. But for anything that goes under contract September 1 and after, you have to use the new TAR promulgated seller's disclosure. As always, you know, here at All City, we believe in a collaborative agent world, a world where information and knowledge crosses over broker boundaries. No matter what company you're with, we're always here for you. All City Real Estate is your education connection. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, 512-775-3846. I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.